Good morning, Liz.
Don't talk to me.
She's so harsh. All I did was say good morning. My name is Yuito Mochizuki. I'm a sophomore in high school. My father recently got married, and Liz, who's a year older than me, became my stepsister. I try to be nice so my father wouldn't get worried, but for some reason, she seems to hate me. What did I do to make her hate me so much? She wasn't friendly to start with, but it became obvious she was avoiding me when we started living together. It's not like she was against the marriage. Her hatred is purely pointed at me. Hey Liz, you want to go to school together?
Don't follow me.
Why? We're going to the same school.
Leave me alone. I don't want to be seen walking with you.
She just rejects me every time I try to reach out. I didn't want to make her angry, so I decided it would be best to leave her alone and go separately. Why does she hate me so much? I could try to fix it if only she would tell me why. I hadn't talked to her properly since we moved in together. I'm pretty sure I hadn't done or said anything to make her upset. I just couldn't figure out the cause of all of this. Hey Liz, the bath is ready. You want to go in first?
No, I'll take a bath later.
Okay. Then I'll go first.
Whatever.
My parents both work, and it was my job to get the bath ready every day. I would suggest she take a bath first, but she always rejected me. How will I get her to not hate me? Nothing I tried worked. She hated my guts. I was really concerned for the future of the family. A few days passed after my father remarried. Nothing had changed between Liz and me. I wanted to make her happy, so I made her some pancakes on our day off. I hope she likes it. With a little bit of hope in my heart, I knocked on her door. Hey Liz! She was sitting at her desk, studying.
I never said you could come in.
Her voice sounded angry. She wouldn't even turn her head to look at me. Oh, sorry, I made some pancakes for you in case you're hungry.
What are you trying to do? Bribe me into liking you?
Well, I just wanted to do something nice for you. I thought we could start as friends.
Why?
Well, if we don't get along, Dad and Mom might get worried and start regretting their decision. And Liz, I would enjoy getting to know a beautiful big sister like you. Liz stopped writing as I answered.
So that's how you see me?
I don't mean it in a creepy way. I would just like to get along as a family. Was it weird of me to call my big sister beautiful? But I really had no hidden intentions, and I wanted her to know that I just wanted us to be nice to each other, as siblings.
You can leave the pancakes on the table over there. I'll eat when I finish this assignment.
Really? Thanks. That means a lot.
Why are you saying thank you? You're the one who made them.
Well, I didn't think you would actually eat it.
Well, I'm eating it only because I don't like wasting food.
Oh, and I also made some rusks using bread crusts.
Huh?
She finally turned around to look at me, and she was surprised I had made rusks. It's pretty easy. All you need is some bread and a frying pan. It's one of my go-to recipes.
I see. So you like baking, Yuito?
Yeah, I've been making desserts since I was little. I can make apple pies and cream puffs too. Liz looked at the plate of pancakes and suddenly gave me a sharp glare. Why are you looking at me with such a scary face?
Nothing. You can leave now. I'll eat the pancakes later.
Okay. I left the room. I didn't want to bother her anymore. Maybe I sounded too full of myself when I talked about baking. But it was a big step forward. We had a proper conversation for the first time. But after that conversation, Liz returned to being very distant and unfriendly. I thought I had taken a step forward, but I guess I was wrong. I haven't been able to talk to Liz since bringing her the pancakes. I wanted to ask her if she liked them. Maybe I'll try something different starting tomorrow. I got in bed trying to think of ideas, and I couldn't fall asleep for a long time. After a while, I heard my door opening. Did the door open? Maybe I heard wrong. I kept my eyes closed, and I heard somebody slowly coming closer to the bed.
Yuito.
I heard a familiar voice whisper my name. I realized it was Liz standing by my bed. Why is Liz in my room? What does she want? I was confused. I didn't know what her purpose was. I just knew that she shouldn't find out that I was actually awake. So I pretended I was fast asleep to find out what she wanted.
I don't think I can take this anymore.
What is she talking about? I felt warm air on my ears. Is that her breath? I felt something soft on my ears. And then there was a sudden twinge of pain. What? I stopped myself from crying out loud. I was pretty sure she was biting my ear. I had no idea why she was doing that, but I couldn't do anything about it, and she nibbled at my ear several more times.
I wanted to do this for such a long time.
Liz's voice was soft, nothing like the tone she uses with me usually. I was utterly confused. What was happening? I couldn't bring myself to open my eyes.
Yuito, I can't believe you're asleep while I'm nibbling at your ear like this. I should stop before I wake you. Maybe just one more.
She bit my ear again. Although I was awake right from the beginning, Liz seemed to think I was still asleep. I knew things would get awkward, so I tried to stay quiet, but... Ouch! Liz bit me a little too hard, and before I knew it, I had opened my mouth.
Yuito, I'm sorry, did I wake you?
I could hear Liz panicking, but it was because she thought she had woken me up. She didn't know I was awake the whole time. Liz? What's happening? I asked her as I tended to my sore ear.
Well, actually...
She was always so cold and scary. I had never seen her so flustered and awkward. You said, I can't take it anymore, and bit my ear so many times. What was that about?
You were awake the whole time?
Yeah. I was awake when you walked into the room.
Oh my.
Her cheeks were flushed, and she was obviously very embarrassed.
Well, whenever I see a cute guy, I get an overwhelming urge to bite their ears.
Huh?
Ever since I met you, I've been trying to hold back the urge to bite your ears.
Wait a minute. Then why were you always glaring at me and telling me to leave you alone?
I needed you to stay away so I could control myself. All I could think about was how I wanted to bite your ears, so I had to glare to keep you away.
So you don't hate me? All of that was so you could get a hold of yourself?
Yes, I didn't want you to find out that I had such a weird fetish. I didn't want you to hate me.
Well, yeah, I was surprised, but I wouldn't hate you. Didn't you see how much I wanted to get closer to you? I thought you didn't want me near you because you hated me.
When you said I was beautiful earlier, it made me really happy. I appreciated how you were reaching out to me. And then you started talking about the rusks you made, and bread crusts reminded me of your ears.
Is that why you were avoiding me after that?
Yeah, I just couldn't get it together. I was trying really hard not to pounce. But I couldn't get it out of my head, so I decided to nibble a little while you were asleep to get it out of my system. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand now. I'm just glad that it wasn't because you hated me.
Are you going to be okay with it?
I felt the urge to hug Liz. You're Liz. No matter what happens, you're still Liz, and you're my family.
Yuito, thank you.
Liz put her arms around me and hugged me back. We had our misunderstandings, but we can move on now and become a real family now. But then... Ouch! She suddenly bit me real hard, and I jumped back in pain.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I bit you too hard. I was just too excited.
It's okay. I would just really appreciate it if you can be a little more gentle.
I can bite you if I'm gentle?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're not in control of your urges, right? Once in a while we'll be fine.
Thanks, Yuito. I love you.
We made up some rules about the ear biting. Liz was to always let me know beforehand so I would know when it was coming.
Good morning, Yuito.
Morning. Liz came to talk to me in the morning. I was glad that the distance between us was gone. Are you going to ask me if you can bite my ear? It had only been a few hours, but apparently, Liz was going through withdrawal. Okay, fine. Since you asked for permission first, go ahead.
Thanks.
I must say, having my older sister nibbling at my ear gives me a very strange feeling.
Yuito, let's go to school together.
Really? I thought you didn't want to go with me.
That was only because I wasn't allowed to bite your ear. Now that I can bite it any time, it's not a problem anymore.
Wait a minute. I said you can bite me, but only when nobody else is around, okay? Not when there are other people watching.
No, does that mean I can't do it at school?
Do I even have to answer that? I can't believe you were planning on doing that in school.
I can't hold back anymore. All I can think about are your ears now.
Please don't do it at school. You're known as the pretty girl. I can't even imagine the things people will say if they saw you biting my ear.
I know. People will think I'm a freak, right?
Well, maybe that too. What I actually meant to say was that people would get jealous of me because it's Liz. But she seems to think her fetish is creepy. But I know there are a bunch of people who would love Liz biting their ears. That's when I realized I didn't want her biting anybody else's ears. Okay, so let's keep this a secret, yeah?
Okay.
She looked so sad. I was surprised at myself for enjoying seeing her cute pout. Liz, why are we holding hands?
Give me a break. I'm just trying to get closer. That way, maybe I can control my urges.
Okay, if that's what you need then. As we walked to school, I could see Liz sneaking peeks at my ears out of the corners of my eyes. Liz, you're having withdrawal symptoms, aren't you?
No, I'll be fine, really.
She was trying hard to hide it, but I could see she was getting antsy. I was worried. Is she going to be okay at school? As I left the classroom to go to the bathroom, I found Liz waiting for me.
Finally, I've been waiting for you.
Why are you here?
Well, I figured you'd come out eventually, so I wanted to wait.
You could have just called me.
I didn't want to bother you, so I just thought it would be better if I caught you when you came out.
Okay, what's up?
Follow me.
I know what you want, but remember, no biting in school.
But there's no one around.
We can't get used to biting in school, though. It'll become a habit.
I tried to hold it in during class, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Please, just a little one.
You need it that much? Okay, fine. Just a little. Not being able to focus in class thinking about my ears must have been tough on her. Her bites were so intense, I could tell she was completely addicted. Hey Liz, the bath is ready. You want to get in? Now that we were on better terms, I decided to ask her if she wanted to go first.
Yuito, do you want to take a bath together?
What? What are you saying?
Since you let me bite your ears now, I thought we could deepen our relationship by taking a bath together.
We can't do that. That's just crazy.
You don't want to come in with me?
Me and my stupid imagination. My eyes naturally wandered to her breasts.
I'm relieved to know that you're a healthy boy. I'll be going in first. You're welcome to come in anytime you want.
No, I won't be joining you. She grinned at me as she disappeared into the bathroom. Was she joking or not? I considered actually following her, but couldn't build up the courage.
Yuito, let's sleep next to each other.
Why?
Because I'd be able to bite your ears anytime during the middle of the night.
You're planning on biting my ears while I'm sleeping too?
Don't worry, I'll make sure to bite softly. I won't wake you up this time.
I don't know if I feel comfortable knowing you will be biting my ears while I'm sleeping.
Fine, I won't bite. Let's just lie down together.
Why do you want to sleep in the same bed?
I want you by my side.
Liz, you're acting like a baby.
I've had to bottle it up inside for a long time. I have wanted to be close to you for so long.
Well, I enjoy us being close too, but...
Okay then, it's settled.
Liz slipped into my bed.
Yuito, can I bite your ear?
Okay, last time before we go to sleep then. She nibbled my ear softly. I could feel her body against mine, and having her so close to me started to give me chills. Hey Liz, do you like biting anybody's ears?
I guess, but I only actually bite the ones I care about.
So you care about me?
Of course, you're special.
Does that mean as in special because I'm your brother?
How do you want me to mean it?
I didn't expect her to return with a question. I remembered how I had felt earlier that day, when I imagined her biting other people's ears. I wanted her all to myself. I thought of you as a sister, but after all the biting, I feel like I'm seeing you differently now. I want more of you than just as a sister, and I'm really hoping you feel the same way.
I thought I told you how I felt yesterday. I liked you from the moment I met you.
Oh, I thought you said you loved me because I let you bite my ears.
Well, your ears aren't the only thing I want.
Liz suddenly kissed me on the lips.
Now, do you know what I mean?
Yes, I think I'm falling for you, Liz.
Me too. I can't stop thinking about you, Yuito.
I know we are family, but we can't deny true love. Our relationship is unusual, but I'm happy with it. In fact, I've realized I might have a fetish for getting my ears bitten.